Okay, let's do some testing here, you guys. Things, make sure it's all working good. Gonna start off by checking my audio by going to a few of the display sites here. Things, make sure it's all working good. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Let's check one other. Let's go here and go to let's go to my stream here real quick and just make sure it sounds okay over here. Okay, test. Okay, test. Perfect. Alright, sounds okay. Let's go ahead and do this, you guys. So, we'll pause all that, come back over, and get our chat and stuff ready. Okay, so, last night was rough, guys. We lost our warrior, Silver Walker. That was our real first attempt at hardcore. You can see this is my guy from a few months back, sometime last year, I believe, when I was still in school for my master's to become an NP. I tried just a little bit then to get my feet wet, knowing that when I was done with school and out and working, I would want to actually come back. So this is an old guy here, just me testing out back in the day. And then since you guys have been watching, you notice I jumped over every once in a while and just kind of were looking at some of the other classes just to kind of see. Now, we won't use these for today. These are ones I kind of like test out. But lessons learned. So, you know, I wonder if I can go back and actually see my death there. Let's see if we can go find that for a second. I bet you if we go here, we can do this. Let's go YouTube. We'll bring this over in a second. Let me find this on my other screen here. We're going to go YouTube. We're going to go... okay. So, analyzing my death last night and learning from it. You know, that's the best thing we can do. I love playing hardcore WoW because of this. Because of the fact that... let me say this. I didn't lose my character because of like slow internet or getting disconnected or anything like that. So for people that have lost their hardcore characters for circumstances outside of their control like that, that sucks, right? This was not something outside of my control. Remember, I am new, for the most part, to World of Warcraft, especially hardcore WoW. And I got into it because I had been watching, while I was studying to become a nurse practitioner, a lot of times in the background I would be studying, and if I needed a break or if I was listening to something over and over again, what might I do to kind of entertain myself in between, you know, seeing clients or patients, studying for boards, all that kind of stuff. I would actually watch a lot of times hardcore WoW content creators, and I'd never really been a big WoW player. Not that I didn't like it. I started back in TBC when it first came out. I had some friends then who had been playing, and they convinced me easily to get the game and try it out. And so I tried for like a summer. I don't think I even had a character that was above level 40. I liked it. It was a lot of fun. I've always been kind of like a guy that gets really busy and does a lot of things. So I played for like one summer when TBC first came out. Then, I think maybe one summer while I was in my associate degree of nursing school. I think one summer there while I was preparing for those boards or something like that. I think I played for a weekend with some guys, some friends. We were playing games like Section 8 at the time, and we played a little bit of WoW during that time. And then one other time I played, it would have been about 11 years ago. Yeah, I think about 11 years ago, maybe 10-ish years ago. I played for like a week on Mist of Pandaria. So that's been my experience. Now, when I was going for my nurse practitioner degree over the last year or a couple years, I had a buddy who's in my gaming group where we play things like Diablo 4 and Path of Exile 2, and Last Epoch and stuff. And he had 15 years plus experience of playing WoW. So when we had a little bit of a lull, he said, "Why don't you come over and try WoW again?" We jumped into it, and so I played just a little bit. But again, so busy because I was going to school, I was also working, and I have a business. So I thought, okay, when I'm done with my nurse practitioner degree and I have more time, I'm going to come back and really give this a shot. So I was listening to people like Zaru, some of the old was it OnlyFans content where they did like a 1 or 2 seasons of doing a WoW hardcore kind of stuff. I was listening to, I think, Pika Boo or something like that, and I apologize because I've never been a huge person to watch streamers, so I didn't know all these names and these things that people use. Anyways, really good time. And so I thought, okay, when I'm done with school, I'm going to come over and I'm going to give it a shot. And it's been a blast, right? This guy right here, Silver Walker, I was having so much fun with it. I'm not trying to build an optimized character. I'm just trying to build something that I find fun and then find ways with that build of fun to have fun in the game while there's the stakes of it being hardcore. So I want to get a main character to level 60. Obviously, this guy I failed with, and we're going to take a look at the video here in a second. But it was a lot of fun, but I failed. So we got to start over. So we're going to make a new character today, start over. I'm going to debate whether I'm going to go with the warrior again. Originally, I chose the warrior because according to all the videos that I've watched and the accumulation of data that I've looked at, and all the anecdotes that I've read, it seems most people kind of agree that the leveling experience in hardcore WoW is hardest for a warrior because they're so gear dependent and they don't have access on their board or on their talent tree to anything that increases their hit chance. So those two things combined plus some other factors make it one of the hardest classes to level. But once you get to 60 and you get geared out and everything, you can actually be one of the higher DPSs. So okay, that sounds like a really good challenge. But we lost them, guys. We lost them. So let's take a look here. This is the video from me last night. And boy, so I was only an hour and 9 minutes into my stream, probably an hour into my stream. And, we started off in Undercity. We made our way. I'm going to mute it here for a second. We're going to play through. I'm not going to go bit by bit. I explored Undercity for a bit. I didn't really know. I'd been in Undercity a little bit for some of the other trials that I'd done, but I never really, know the area. So I was learning the area, remembering some of the area, looking for my professions to level up my professions. We found this person here. I was curious what kind of like NPC dialogue was going on because the name seemed really weird. So we followed that for a bit. All right. So then we go out and we're wandering around, and we see that, hey, there's actually going to be some quests in this area. I'm level 24 at this time, almost 25, and there's some 20 and 21 level quests over here. So I was like, oh, let's go do those. It'll be fun to be in a different area. So map open. Whoops. Map open here. This is what we were doing. We were going around killing these things. We were working our way down to here. This quest was a little low, but I thought, hey, it's also going to give me some reputation in the area. So, let's do it. All right, so now we move forward, and we're killing things along this way. And here we find some stuff that, okay, is close, that some of it in here will give me experience, some of it won't. So we fight just a little bit. We actually, challenge ourselves here a little bit because I'm not very good at the game. All right, then we're working our way around. And as we're working our way up here, this is actually a quest that is within my range of level that it's going to give me experience as I do it. And now, over and over again, lessons learned, people have said in hardcore WoW, caves equal death. Well, let me tell you guys, it happened. All right, in a cave, it happened. It was so unfortunate. Not only that, I was given a piece of gear on the previous stream. You guys might remember that on a previous stream over in Thunder Bluff, a mage just said, hey, I think you dropped this, and was doing some role playing, and they gave me a blue chest piece. And I was reluctant to put it on, so I had it in my bag. It had more strength, more stamina, and a plus 100 to life on it. And I was reluctant to put it on. I was like, oh, man, it's such a good piece of gear. This guy gave it to me. Should I put it on? Should I not put it on? Not that I was doing self-found. It just felt like, man, that's a really nice gift. So I debated on it. And then I kind of forgot about it. So that was sitting in my bag. I didn't have it on. I had on a different piece of gear that was definitely not as good. Not bad, but just definitely not as good. So I'm making my way into this cave, you guys. And I can fight a couple things at a time. You've seen me. I'm not good at my rotations. I'm still such a noob at this game. Every fight is somewhat scary for me, especially when there's two or more guys. It gets scary for me. So here we go. We go moving along this cave. I'm going to move forward just a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right. I get my food buff on. I've got my defense potion on. And after I fight this guy, we're going to work our way around, fight one more guy over here. This guy comes up in a second, joins the fight as well. We take care of both of those. Not a huge issue. All right, so we're going to go this way. Go a little bit further ahead. Here I am still making way. I got it. I actually have everything in here killed that I need. And I even take a moment here shortly and recognize that. I'm like, well, I wonder what else is in this cave. The red alert in my brain was like, cave equals death, cave equals death. I've got everything done here. Why am I sticking around for this? And look at this sap over here. I'm just interested. Like, you know what? I'm getting XP. I'm having a good time. And so I go forward. I pull a little bit more. And here's what ends up happening. So here at this spot, we go through, fight this guy, and then after this, I think we end up pulling a little bit more than we intended to. Let me go forward a little bit more. Okay, so I'm fighting this guy in the corner. Now this is where it's going to happen. So I fight this guy. I finish him off here in a second. And after I finish this guy off here in a second, we're going to see here. All right, we're going to see. So I get a message on my phone. I check it. I message somebody back here real quick. Keep in mind I've got a business, and then I'm also have my nurse practitioner business, so I've got a lot kind of going on. Even though it's late, I'm still trying to work out a bunch of stuff here. So I'm doing that, but I feel like I'm in a safe area, right? I'm in a safe area. I already knew this patrol. I'd watched them a little bit earlier. They're not getting me. Okay, I double check there, make sure nothing's not happening. Let me move my face out of here so you can see me here. So this is me last night. I'm on my phone, right? Okay. Finally, I get done with the message. All right, so you can see this one took a second, but I kept checking. Make sure no one was getting me. I set my phone down. I'm coming back over here, and this is what I'm seeing. So like I can see those patrol guys going. I did not realize these two things were linked, this guy and that little one. And that little one that was linked there, let's go back for a second. I did not realize, and this is just me not being experienced, right? Okay. Phone goes down. I look up. All right, pause right here for a second. So I see these guys right here. That's a patrol. I'm not too worried. They're going back the other way. I see this guy right here, and I think I'm just going to pull this guy. It seems like the distance there is far enough away that the social thing isn't going to pull these other ones. What I don't realize is that on the other side of this guy right here, there is another guy a little bit further down that must somehow be linked to this guy. And I hadn't really encountered that from what I can remember going through this cave. I hadn't encountered that this type of guy would have somebody linked to them yet. And the distance between this guy and the guy that he's linked to, well, that linked guy is close enough to these guys, so it's going to pull these also. Again, I'm in a cave. I've been warned over and over again. Don't do it. Caves equal death. I'm technically done with this quest. I've cleared everything out. You can see there's no additional icons here in the cave for me to get in terms of questy. So what am I still doing in here? I'm being an idiot. That's what I'm doing, right? But love of the game. So here we go. I'm going to try to pull this guy, even though I think they're far enough away. I'm still just going to try and pull him towards me. So hit him. And there was the guy that was connected. You see this little guy right here? He was standing close enough over here to these guys. Now, I have not tried to take on 4 guys at once yet here in this character and hardcore in practice this. I have not. I'm not thinking of my rotations. I'm not thinking of anything like that. I was not expecting it. Not only that, but one of the guys that comes over here has put this on me. I don't think I'd had this happen to me yet. This damage over time thing yet since I've been in the cave. So maybe it was new to this guy here that's attached to him. I don't know, but I don't remember getting this since I've been in the cave. Maybe I did, but anyway, so it happened. So that's hurting me. I see these guys. I'm like, oh crap! Here I am backpedaling like an idiot. I'm thinking, okay, let's at least get our debuff on them, or demoralizing shout. Let's get our thunderclap to reduce all the hits coming at me because it slows down their attack speed for a while. Let's finish them off. Now, right here, even on this screen, it's hard for me because, again, I'm panicked at this point. Look at my face over here. I'm like, oh, my gosh. It's over. I feel like it's over. I've even activated my Berserker thing so I could try and attack faster. I've got my shout up. I've got my food buff on. I've got my defense potion on. I'm going to click later on, I think, my healing potion here. At least I hope I clicked it. I believe I did. All right, so I'm able to get one guy down. Bam. Switch over to the next one. Keep going. And then at this, I don't even think I realized that. Holy crap. Holy crap. Wait a second. I don't think I realized one of those guys was... What? Alright. Let me see this. Is one of these guys... Come on, come on. Alright, I finished one off here. What? Ravenclaw. I did not realize this was one of the guys. This guy right here. Alright. Anyways, that caves equal death. I died. That sucked. We're gonna have to make a new guy, so we're gonna work on that today, and we're gonna decide here what we're gonna do. So, anyways, it was fun trying with that guy. Lessons learned: be more cautious in the cave things, and I don't know. I also had not made an alt yet and moved a lot of my stuff over there, which, again, I was told well, not over and over again, but I was told a couple of times, and I repeated it back to the guy in text form saying, thank you for this information. It's very, very helpful. I will do this, and then I didn't do it. So what we're going to do today is make sure we start off correctly. All right, let's move this out of the way. Come back over here. We got our game in the background. I am going to pull up one of the things I like to look at here, and I'm sure everyone has like their favorite. I'm going to go WoW Classic, Hardcore, Talent Tree. And I've been using, which one have I been using? Warcraft Tavern. This is the one I've been using. I'll pull over in the main screen here. All right, so this is the one I've been using. There's tons of sites that do this. It's just all of them, have all these extra advertisements and stuff, and it just slows things down. Which, I get it. You gotta be able to fund your page and whatnot. So, if we're gonna make a new character today, originally I chose Warrior because I knew it was gonna be a challenge. Not only am I not good at the game, but it was gonna be a challenge. So I chose Warrior. I still like the idea of a Warrior. Let's check this real quick. Let's go WoW, Hardcore, Classic. You can see here, WoW, Hardcore, Classic, and let's do... tier list. Let's see what we find here. Hardcore leveling tier list and rankings. This is from Wowhead. I'll go to that site sometime, so let's check that one out. Okay, this article came out in 2024. Disclaimers about this tier list. Tier list can be very controversial as no one wants to see their favorite class ranked poorly. Okay, yeah. Hardcore leveling tier list. All right. So there was my Warrior all the way down at the bottom. Here he is, right? They said he's one of the hardest. So we tried it. We failed. We tried and we failed. Okay, they say Shaman, according to this tier list, is also one of the hardest, and they say the Priestess. Now notice they're not breaking up the specs here at all. They're just kind of placing the classes in overall order. Um, I still like the idea of being a no caster, which I think still limits me to warrior, hunter, I guess, and rogue. Now, rogue, I guess their level and experience is a little bit higher. Um, let's go back to our talent tree. So if we were doing rogue, what might this let us do here? And let's expand this here a little bit. So if we were a rogue, if we were a rogue, what might this do for us here? Okay, let's move my face back down. Now we're not watching my other stream again here. Sorry, let me put that in the right space. All right, so we are looking at assassination, combat, or subtlety. Okay. Now my cat that you guys have seen on stream, this guy right here, he's a good boy. You're a good boy. But he is the cat that if somebody broke into my house at night, he would go to the door and meow at them and then lead them to his food bowl wanting food. If I die in my house, this is the cat that will eat me. He's just a chonkers. He only ever thinks about food and thinks that him coming up here to let me pet him is a privilege that I get. And that for that privilege of getting to pet him, I must go and give him treats and food. But right next to me is his brother and is a chair for my cats. You guys can be right there. Okay, so we've got assassination, combat, and subtlety. If we go the rogue route. Okay. What would be my theme for a rogue character? What would be my theme for a rogue character? Okay. I get access to dodge, percent chance. That's kind of nice. I get access to parry, right? So that's nice. But I think technically we got the same thing on a warrior. Let me check. Warrior, duplicate. Let's just duplicate this real quick here. Do a side by side with the warrior here. So warrior, we had access to parry, and we had access to, I guess not dodge. We had access to increasing our defense, and then we had access to increasing our armor value. Okay, that's still pretty cool. Still pretty cool. Versus us doing a rogue where we'll have access to dodge, and then parry, and then even a particular attack if we've parried, which seems cool. 6-second cooldown, 100% weapon damage. Okay, we get, so both have access to like some weapon specialization damages or efficiencies. So like here's the sword one, which we heard was really good. The mace one for the warrior, chance to stun. The axe, and we were actually trying to work our way up to polearm, which I still like that idea of trying to do a more leather wearing, agility boosted polearm user. And that is based on, alright, let's find some character inspiration. Hey, bud, you can't be there. This is not the space for you. So since you don't want to go in your chair, you're going to go down there. Alright. He's got his nice little spot on the floor as well, and then he's got another. He's got 2 different beds on the floor. This cat. All right. So let's find some inspiration here. Let's go. Originally, we were going to try to do this. Fate 0 Lancer. All right, so this was inspiration for our last guy that we were going to try to work to. We hadn't even gotten to a pole arm yet, but we were going to try to use a pole arm and go more leather armor with our warrior. And I still think that sounds like fun to try that again. I still think that seems like it could be fun. Now, we were a troll. We could try this time as a human. But it just seems like what benefit is the human giving us versus the troll? Let's go. WoW, classic, race bonuses. All right. According to Wowhead, we've got. Let's go filter by human. All right, as a human, we would get sword specialization, which would be useless if we're going with a spear. We would get mace specialization if we went with the human. But again, if our plan is to use a spear, so two different racial traits are useless to us. They give no advantage. Perception. Dramatically increases stealth detection for 20 seconds. Okay, that could be kind of cool. I think on our last character, there was a spot where we were fighting harpies. That may have come up once or twice, but it wasn't really a hindrance for us at that level. And the human spirit. Spirit increased by 5%. Versus the troll, which we have been playing. Troll gives us this berserking attack speed, which I think is just really cool. Health regeneration rate increased by 10%. 10% of total health regeneration may continue during combat. I mean, that seems so awesome. The beast slain, we get extra damage against beasts, so it's applicable at some point, right? It's not just a weapon specialization thing, so it doesn't even matter. Bow specialization and throwing specialization. Yeah, I mean, if we're a lancer, granted we can't throw spears, but we're throwing something. On the bow is the only thing. So it just feels like the bonuses are just better if you're this guy, this troll. Let's go and see. I think the earliest we can use a lance is level 10 anyways. Is that right? Let's see. WoW classic pole arm level requirement. Must reach level 20. So you can't even use it to level 20. Oh, it's so annoying. So annoying. At least according to the search here. Alright, boy, they're really, really messing with us here. What do we do? What do we do? All right, I think we're gonna. Wait, I don't think rogues can use WoW hardcore or WoW classic. Who can use pole arms? Hunters, paladins, warriors, and druids. Ooh, okay, okay. What's the hunter look like, you guys? Let's go over here and take a look at the hunter. He is an A tier for leveling. What's his abilities look like, or what's his talent tree look like? Let's go look at the hunter. Beast mastery, marksmanship, and survival. We would have parry access. Okay, okay. We would have some traps. Increased damage. Parry there. Right, parry chance here. Does he have a block anywhere? With ranged weapons. Ugh. Okay, that's tough. I'm not seeing a lot of options here for that. And it says the paladin can use it too. Now we wanted to try a no caster thing. We could always try paladin with not casting. What's the paladin get access to? Increase the armor, bonus of devotion. Okay. Increase armor value. That would be nice. Increase defense. That would be nice. Increase your chance to hit with melee weapons. That would be nice. Get an extra attack after being the victim of a critical. Okay. 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 Strength would help our damage. Okay. Why don't we try... There's a parry chance. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to try... Create new. If we want to be a paladin, it looks like we got to be a human. Or if we want to be a paladin class. So let's see here. Can we make... Alright, let's pull up our picture here of this guy. See if we can find a good picture of him. Okay, here's our guy right here. So we need to find a haircut that is shorter, I guess. Shorter, it's going to be dark, so let's just go ahead and get the dark hair. Oops, sorry, color. We want dark. Okay, that seems good. Face, we'll fix that real quick here. He's supposed to be, in the anime, a character that's very, has a very good appearance. So I think that's probably one of the better ones. That's not bad. That's not bad. I think we'll go with maybe that appearance. Could do that one. Okay, hairstyle. boy. They don't really give us much options. Okay, so we had two shorter ones. That one. Or that one. Why is that really our short hairstyles? Okay, looks like we're gonna have to go with that one. He does not have any facial hair. Alright, we're gonna be choosing Paladin for this one. Okay, let's go with... Alright, can I have my space back, bud? You go down. You go down there. Alright, let's go with... a name. Hey, the name is there. Alright, let's move this guy up to the top, because he will be our new try. Let's go.
The noble humans of Stormwind are a proud, tenacious race. Though the recent invasion of the demonic Burning Legion decimated their sister kingdom of Lordaeron, the defenders of Stormwind stand vigilant against any who would threaten the sanctity of their lands. Nestled in the foothills of Elwyn Forest, Stormwind City is one of the last bastions of human
That looks really
power
cool.
in the world.
I have seen it before.
Ruled by the Child King Anduin Wrynn, the people of Stormwind remain steadfast in their commitment to the Grand Alliance. Backed by their stalwart allies, the armies of Stormwind have been called away to fight the savage horde on distant battlefields. With the armies gone, the defense of Stormwind now falls to its proud citizens. You must defend the kingdom against the foul mongrels that encroach upon it, and hunt down the subversive traitors who seek to destroy it from within. Now is the time for heroes. Now humanity's greatest chapter can be told.
Okay, let's get Steph going here. Let's take this. We're going to put this right here for now. Okay to that. Let's make sure we only have on the things that we want. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Okay. Now let's go here. Do our auto loots. Get our other action bars. And what do we got here? Alright, so... Look at this. Look at this guy. Alright.
Hello. Have a good one.
Oh, very nice.
King's honor, friend. Go with honor, friend. Be careful, or the Alliance.
Okay. Kokoku. Now, I wonder if we can do... Wait a second, was there another one up front there?
Need something? See you around.
Did I miss one up there? Oh, somebody's dead already. Phantom Veil. Oh my gosh. What's going on, bud? Huh. Okay. Sorry, that's my other business, and they're talking here. Okay. I wonder if we can go without using holy spells. Can I go without doing any personal, like, magic? Remember, because we're trying the no caster kind of stuff here. Let's go this first little bit here without doing any casting of spells. We'll wait till we get something to use. Let's do some auto attacks here first. Some good old-fashioned auto attack. Keep up our moving. Swinging a hammer. Level 20, we're getting a pole arm though. Okay. Alright, wolves. See how you like my auto attack with my hammer. Alright. Okay, guys. Let's see here. Wolves. Silver Lancer. Let's go. Alright, this is going to give us a level. Come on. I'm just trying to learn to dance a little bit more, and you guys know I like to be close in on my character because I also feel like that makes it dangerous too, because you don't know what you're running into. Alright, there's our level. Let's get this guy. Lancer from Fate Zero is a very mobile character, so we should probably learn to keep moving as we're fighting. There we go. He's a very agile fighter. Let's go. Alright, now, ranged wise, I guess we just get an offhand and a relic. What's relics do for us? Interesting. Dude, somebody, murder woman just hit 60. Cool, cool, cool. That's a worker. We need these guys. Vermin. Alright, we'll scroll back just a little bit here on our guy. Make it not so bad. Maybe about there. Bam. Another wolf. Alright. Alright, so far. Not feeling too bad, but keep in mind we're going to probably try and stick with leather armor for the most part, you guys. We'll take a look at all the different versions from Fate Zero, or from Fate series on each of the Lancers. I think most of them wear like leather type armor, but one of them, for his leather armor, does look like he has maybe more like a, pauldrons might be more like of a male style. So we'll mess around a bit here. Profession wise, I think we're going to profession wise, I always like doing crafting type professions like alchemy and enchanting. So I think we're going to do those again because I was enjoying doing that on the warrior, and I'm sad I lost all that stuff. So we will be making sure that we make an alt and move everything over to the alt in between. Okay. You know, take candle. I don't want your candle. I need you to get out of here. We're trying to be a farming community here. A respectable farming community. You guys are in here walking around. Candles on your heads. Making a mess of everything. Alright, we got a cloak to put on for some more armor. Those gloves are better than nothing. Let's keep going. Alright, 4 more vermin. Okay, those might be better bracers. Leather. Yeah, those are better. Okay, another vermin. Gotcha. Alright, another one here. Dude, you just do so much damage with two-handers. Yeah, damage just seems really good. Oh, right there, another vermin. Let's go. Bam. Okay, ooh. Male, huh? Like I said, I think we're gonna stick with leather. I know it's not what I'm supposed to do. We're doing it because it's what I want to do. Alright, we'll kill another wolf along the way. Get that XP. Especially while it's a little early on. Very easy. This one over here.
Hey there. Safe travel.
Alright, let's grab those.
See you later.
And a level. We can only wear the leather ones. 15 is better than that, okay. Sell anything we're not using.
I buy and trade.
Keep that cheese for now. Mail. This is all mail.
Light bless you.
What else we got here? Leather.
Something?
Yeah. Put that on. Alright. Cool. And yeah, we'll buy that. Put that on. Nice.
For the Alliance.
What's this weaponsmith have to offer over here?
Well met.
Not much. Okay.
For the Alliance.
Oh, he's got another quest for us.
What can I do for you? Safe travel.
Sure. Alright, so I think just to get used to it, we'll stick with using two-handed stuff up to level 20 since we plan on using the
Light bless you.
Warhammer, or the polearm.
For the Alliance.
Alright, what is this guy back here? Oh, hello.
Light be with you. Light bless you. Be careful. Go with honor, friend. Greetings.
I would like to train further in the ways of the light. Okay, let's filter. Devotion ore. Heck yeah. Let's put that bad boy on.
For the Alliance.
Let's go. For the Alliance. Okay, so oh shoot. Oh, that's probably when we leave. Alright, we got kobold workers. And I think I'm gonna get some wolves while we're at it, just to get them. Test it out. Cool. There's a worker. Oh, dodging. Okay. To another level 60. Nope, not that one. Yep, that one. Finish him. There we go. Sweep the legs. Swing and a miss. Oh, very nice. Oh, sorry, bud. Alright, there we go. Okay. This one and then one more. And this should be our last one right here. Alright, we're gonna get this one for fun. Let's check out where our stats are so far. Defense is where it should be. 2 animations is good. Alright. Let's get some bandanas that are over here. Let's go take a look at that. I'll walk this guy this way towards the bandanas. Cool. Okay, bandanas. Oof, level 4. Versus me, huh? Okay. One bandana. Hey, there's a guy. Hey, you. It's hammer time. Two. We get one of these guys. Okay, not bad. Can I pull just this guy? Ooh, after this guy, one more and we should be able to get a level. No, didn't get one from him, so we're still at 2 bandanas? 3. We're at 3. Okay. Oh, here's a runner. Hello there. Let's see if you've got a burlap bandana. Oh, nice parry. Bam, at a level. Okay, still at 3. These guys. Can we pull just that guy? Really? Alright, it'll be time for intermission here in just a moment. Okay, so let's run back here real quick. Intermission this time, I'm going to be doing a little bit of yard work, so I'll have 13 minutes to do some exercises and some yard work, and then we'll be right back. Let's go ahead and go on here, turn on this thing, see if there's any level 4 stuff that we get. Again, I am going to try to see how long I can go without actually using any holy stuff here, which that says holy damage in it, so that's why I'm refraining from using it at the moment.
Light be with you. Go with honor, friend.
Okay, I'll accept that. Let's go back here to our guy.
Greetings.
Okay, only available stuff. So, Judgment. Unleashes the energy of a seal. And Blessed of Might. Well, yeah, both of those are great. Let's get those. We need to sell a little more when we can get that. Cool. Alright guys, so I will be doing some more yard work, so when I come back in here in 13 minutes I will probably have grass and stuff on me. But let's do this. We'll go to our intermission, get our timer up. All right. We are back from our thing. Come on. Come on. Now you got your chair. Now you got your spot. Okay, we are back from our break here. 1 second here. You're back. Sorry for the delay. Actually got some cheese and some pepperoni here next to me. A little maca charcuterie board. I got push-ups, I got stretches done, and I got some lawn work done in that little intermission. Alright, let's go get the rest of these bandanas. Alright, we're going to be not using those, but we'll do this on myself. guys coming in just stealing people's property? Sneaky Birdie invites you to join the Eternal Brotherhood. Sure. Oh, that was good to know. That person took off like at that time.
I can't carry anymore. Inventory is full.
Okay, two more. Two more bandanas. Let's go. Okay, we got 12 of those. We need the laborers. Let's go get the laborers.
How are you? See you later. Have a good one. See you around. Have a good one.
Okay.
What can I do for you?
it's her on the back there. Okay. Let's keep going further back. Sorry guys, I'm eating while playing here. That's better. Okay, looks like we should get through level 5 by doing this part. Nice. I think we're going to fight these things just to make sure we're getting our defense and stuff up, since we just leveled. Defense has 5 points to grow. Defense is 21. Very chest.
I can't carry anymore. Inventory is full.
Hmm. Doing that. About the cheapest thing. Grab that. All right. What is that person? A rogue. Oh, okay.
I can't carry anymore.
All right. Let's go turn this one in. Sell what we got here. Again, I know we can wear mail, but we're not. We're sticking with
Looking for
leather.
something specific?
Okay.
Have a good one.
Let's go get our other spell.
What can I do for you? Be careful. Go with honor, friend, for the Alliance. Well met.
All right, we're gonna learn this one. We can't really use it yet though, because we're trying to stick away from holy.
Light bless you.
You need something? Have a good one. See you later.
All right, let's go get this harvest over here. Yeah, we do need to kill that guy. Phew. I'm not gonna jump around as much in here. Thank you. See if we can get these two.
Hey there. Safe travels. See you around.
Okay, this may mean we hit level 6 before we go, which would be great, because then we can pick up our next spells. As long as we have enough money. Son of a biscuit.
Good day to you. Safe travel.
Remember, we're only doing leather.
See you around. What can I do for you? See you later.
King's honor, friend. Be careful.
What can I do for you? See you around. Have a good one.
Okay.
Need help?
Alright, Seal Crusader. See, this is fine because it just increases attack power. And as long as I'm never doing holy damage, it still falls within what I'm trying to do. So let's do that. And let's do this. Okay.
For the Alliance.
Seal Crusader. Judgment. And we'll put holy right here for healing somebody if we need to. but I hope to not have to use it, and we'll put that right there. Okay. Cool, cool, cool.
Hello. See you later.
Okay.
King's honor, friend. Go with honor, friend. Light bless you.
Okay.
I supply only the finest goods. Safe travels. Hey there. See you around.
Cool.
You need something? Have a good one. You need something? Safe
So
travels.
poor. Oh shoot, there's one up in the end. I'll go grab it here.
How are you? See you later.
Cool. No, it's right there.
Good day to you.
I thought there was something up over this way. I think there is. We're gonna go this way for a second. I feel like there's like a enchanting thing over here or something. Sure, let's make sure we got our buffs up. And now we're gonna try this out. Let's go, bud. Oh, okay. Multiples. I see. We can survive this. Not too bad. And that is melee attack power increase, attack speed increase. Yep. That's what we want. Nice.
Light be with you. For the
Good day
Alliance.
to you.
Need
See you
help?
later.
Cool.
Light bless you.
It's too far away.
Okay.
I supply only the finest goods. Be careful.
Hello.
Okay. That's an increase. That's a pretty good increase. Okay, I can't afford this stuff yet, so let's keep doing stuff.
you. Safe travels.
Okay, it's time for our next intermission here. So I'm gonna do some more exercises, some more chores, and if you're into that kind of stuff, feel free. I'm gonna do some push-ups and some squats and a little bit more yard work. So we're gonna take approximately 13 minutes here to get this going. Okay, we are coming back here. Don't forget, I am doing yard work and exercising a little bit in between in those intermissions, so I will probably come back with grass and stuff on my glasses. It's just par for the course at the moment. Okay, I think the intent would be to try to play it safe here. As safe as we can with our restrictions. So remember, our restrictions right now are we're going to stick with leather armor, and we are going to work towards using a spear, and we're basing our guy around this guy from Fate Zero, Darmud. He's the Lancer from Fate Zero. So we're going to be working towards using a spear. Maybe every once in a while I'll let myself use two one-handed swords, but I would prefer to use a polearm at level 20. We're going to stick with leather armor because that's mainly the type of armor that he gets to use, though we might argue that maybe his shoulders are mail. But so yeah, we're going to be doing that. And so that means death is imminent, but we will try our best.
Hello. See you around. Hello. See you around.
Hey there. Have a good one. Safe travels. See you later.
Okay.
Greetings. Safe travels.
It's not to blame. He's staying. Okay.
Go with honor,
Okay.
friend.
Okay, let's trade blows. Oof, a bear. Well, that ain't good. Oof. See if we can outrun this guy for a second, guys. I was not expecting a level 9 bear.
day to you. Have a good one. Safe travels. See you around.
There we go. Another level. Nice. Alright, alright. Alright, we're not going to do too much in here. We're going to play it kind of safe. Although everything's dead, so it's all going to be respawning, which is always a scary thing. Okay, we did the first part. Maybe this guy will help? Maybe not. Alright, I might have to use a healing spell. Oh, it's Real Spy again. What? No! How the hell? Alright, well, we gotta use a holy spell. How does that thing come after me from that far away? That's so weird. I gotta go back and watch that one, guys. I don't know how that targeted me from so far away. She was literally over there mining. Alright, well, let's delete that one because that's just what happens when you lose them. Okay, we'll have to try that again. But now's a good time for a breaky